Hello and welcome on Sport Update. I'm Adeniyi Ajishafe. Time to take you around the world of sport as we look at stories trending right now. Starting from World Athletics Racing, actually releasing the standard or qualification standard for Paris 2024 and World Relays in Nassau, Bahamas. Nassau, Bahamas will be hosting World Relays, and a lot of athletes are right now trying to see how they can qualify. Also for 2024 Paris Olympics that will be coming up. And right now we look at the qualification standards set by the World Athletics. There are top 8 teams in each discipline at the World Athletics Championship Budapest 2023 with automatically earn entry to World Relays Nassau 2024. The host country may also enter one team in each discipline, regardless of any entry conditions. The remaining team, up to 32, will be determined through the top list in the qualification period for January 2023 to Sunday, 7 April, although that's past now, that particular rule there. Well, starting from 1st October 2023, World Athletics will maintain a weekly list of relay teams qualified according to the above. The top 14 teams at the World Athletics Relay Nassau 24 will automatically qualify for places at the Paris 2024 Olympic Games. Teams will have 2 opportunities to qualify in Nassau. If they are unsuccessful on day 1, another chance will be actually be maintained there. Well, the remaining 2 places in each relay discipline will be awarded based on top lists during the qualification period between now and 30th June 2024. That's how the World Athletics actually roll out this particular qualification standard for all the countries that will be coming to participate in Nassau. That's the World Athletics Relay and also the Paris 2024 Olympics that is really edging closer. We can't wait to see Nigerian athletes doing so well there. Talking about the World Athletics and also the Olympic Games. Wishing Team Nigeria all the best there. And now away from athletics now, let's talk about the MPFL, NNL, or NRA. NRA is Nigerian Referee Association, over 600 million coming from NRA President Tade Aziz there. Well, from the way it is, if you break it down, it said about 400 million from the MPFL and also NNL about 200. Sum it that up, that will be 600 million being owed to the referee concerning their indemnity, and really it's not going too well because if you look at this amount of money, but for the fact that the IMC, Interim Management Committee, are deeming fit to make sure they pay the referee that are refereeing games right now from the beginning of their big league for this season, they've been paying them. And for the fact that the former LMC, League Management Company, did not pay the referee this amount of money, well, it's a really big one and very, very troublesome. But for the fact that the current IMC are paying the referee currently. Well, joining me to talk sport is Noel Sampson. Noel Sampson, good to have you on the show.
Pleasure is mine.
Now, you look at that amount of money, although it's not the current IMC that is actually owing them, the Interim Management Committee, but this has been a backlog of salary of indemnities not being paid to the referees during the League Management Company before they were actually disbanded, and then they brought up the IMC. So right now, who will pay this money and what will happen?
We don't really know. Maybe they should go to court. Probably the court will know who to pay them, because now I don't really know what's happening. 600 million is a whole lot of money. Big money. No wonder we've been seeing the kind of officiating.
Yeah, as at that time anyway. But now, for now, it's far better.
Yeah,
although
far better.
We still see issues here.
Yeah, you know, you cannot have. We are humans. We cannot have 100%. Even in Europe, we still have mistakes here and there, but at least not as common as when we do have. So 600 million is really much. Who are just going to pay the money now?
Now, as you said, they should go to court concerning but the LMC that was actually running the affairs of PFLs at that time, they are no longer in power. Yes, now we have IMC now, and the NNA, Nigerian National League, the second tier is 200, MPFL is 400, and if you sum it together, that's 600. But right now, we don't have the management board of those the people that actually did it that time, that didn't pay those money. They are no longer in administration.
And they should be those in charge then. I think the security force should go and arrest them.
Seriously?
Yes. Where they are being those money, at least they launder those money. That's what the main thing is.
Is it launder or the earth?
That we will not. They launder those money.
Although really, joke aside now, sincerely, it's painful because when you hear the amount of money being owed to ref, you wonder, okay, so this was why you were having home on swim mentality, because those clubs were actually buying the ref.
Because you could. Yeah, why not? Because if I've not been paid, that's 600 could be for like two years. Because now, if the ref, how do you expect him to eat? How do you expect him to feed his family, pay his bills? Probably some of these refs have other side. Imagine a ref that he doesn't have side hustle to his own to his refing job. That means he's in a problem. You just come Aqua United. You want to win this match? Give me 200,000. Plateau United. Do you want to win this match? Give me 200,000. He has 100,000. He might just say, okay, they should draw the match. So that's how we have a form
of issues there and there in the NPFL.
And I don't know how the committee, the conscience, how will you owe, you do not owe yourself salary, but you're owing those that are working for you salary. That's really bad.
Really, our football has really gone through a lot of issues here and there, but right now I think it's getting better under the current IMC Interim Management Committee, trying to see to the affairs of football governance in Nigeria. Also, the current NNL are working hard to get things right. Not forgetting the NLO that will be starting by May 3rd. We want to see those matches coming up. And also right now, the Federations Cup is taking place across Nigeria. Some clubs play on Wednesday. Some are right now playing today. And also not forgetting the women. But really, from the way it is, we want to get it right. Officiating must be at its best. We need to pay them as and where deal, which IMC are really doing right now. Well, it's getting better. Rome wasn't built in a day. We hope that we get there little by little. So one step at a time, and we get it right. All we need to do is make sure all hands on deck. From the NPFL NNF story, let's talk about the 2023 FIFA Under-20 World Cup. NFF extend invitation to 12 foreign-based players. Right now, the Under-20 will be going to the World Cup, and right now they want to make sure they get the best of players that will prosecute those games, and that's why right now they actually extended invitation to 12 foreign-based players. Let's look at those 12 players that are being called by NFF there. Well, we look at Kenny Kokaf, who plays for Norwich City in England, Joel Ideho, Arsenal, England, Michael Ologo, Istanbul in Turkey, Osakulo Odobo, Lexia Gdansk in Poland, Olubi Adams, unattached, Oshaba Ono, who plays for Hask of Croatia, Abel Oguchi, Trelleborg, Sweden, Abdullahi Ibrahim, I beg your pardon, FC Banik Ostrava of Czech Republic, Ume Emmanuel, who plays for Botel Plovdiv of Bulgaria, alongside his teammate Tochukwu Unandi, also of Botel Plovdiv there, Ebenezer Akisamiro, who actually played for Inter Milan from Remo Stars, and you have Victor Eletu, who played for AC Milan. So we have 12 of them. I'm giving invitation right now. Looking at this list, you are kind of wow. These are Nigerians playing.
Yes.
And in fact, their name might not ring bell. At least one of them is the news came out when he moved to Inter Milan from Remo Stars. Ebenezer Akisamiro, when he moved, and he was like being interviewed and he said he wasn't expecting it to happen. But now, 12 of them have been given the chance to join the pre-World Cup camp of the Flying Eagles before the final list will be actually made now. But at least this lad, most of them playing a year before they travel to Europe, at least giving the chance now to Ladan Bozo to get these players to add to the one he's actually having right now will be a bit, at least it will add more spark to that squad. I
said it before that, okay, if you want this team to excel, you need to extend the invitation to foreign-based players because of the level of exposure they have. And I said earlier, probably most of these are players here in Nigeria. I don't think they've played in a stadium where you have like 60,000 capacity before. I don't think so, or 70,000 capacity, because that also matters also because you have never played in a stadium of like 80,000 capacity before. And you are there playing at the World Cup. 80,000. The noise, the chant from other fans, it's not easy. But once you have this foreign-based player where you have the
experience,
yes, exposure. Have 30,000, they pay 40,000. They can tell you at least when you're within you, guy, calm down. Don't panic. We have everything
used to this.
Exactly.
All those words of encouragement coming from those that have been
the exposure, the technicality, the training, everything they have been exposed to it, and it's going to have the kind of blend. Having our own local league players and those from foreign base again, it's going to add a flavor to the team.
Yeah, it's going to have flavor to that team there. Looking at the extension of invitation to 12 foreign-based players right now coming from Nigerian Football Federation to add more spark or depth to the squad being owned by that's Coach Ladan Boso. But we hope that they'll be able to do well by the time they get to Argentina. Wishing them the best there. Now, we move away from there. Let's talk about women's football. This time around, Women's Champions League is coming up tonight between Chelsea women and Barcelona Femenino. The first leg in favor of Barcelona women, 1-0, it's ended. Man, the second leg is coming up now. Who wins this battle? A big one. You are scared. I know why you are.
I'm not
I
really
know
scared.
why you are sure of what, because you're like Chelsea again.
No, they
lost against Brentford.
We are.
But these are the women.
We are constantly obsessed with the female team now.
But they lost the first day.
Yeah, just 1-0. Just 1-0. If Chelsea male team had lost 1-0 against Real Madrid at the first leg, at least there might be clear hope. But it was 2-0. But at least 1-0. At least the girls are trying. They're really good. They're fantastic. They're playing. Real good players there. So I believe we are going to turn the table around. We're going to win 2-1.
Let's see what happens tonight. Although a lot of Nigerians will be wishing Asisat Oshuala will be able to play and also score. Although it's a big battle between the Blues ladies and Barcelona Femenino, who right now are defending champion of this particular UEFA Champions League for women, taking place tonight between Chelsea women and Barcelona Femenino. Now, let's talk about Premier League fixtures, even though we know that Man City Arsenal is a big one there after that thrashing coming from Man City at Etihad Stadium. Tonight, Everton play against Newcastle United. The fear of Newcastle right now is gripping Everton. Well, let's see if they can at least get up in this particular act against Newcastle at the Goodison Park. Southampton and St. Mary's against Bournemouth. Tottenham Hotspur, Manchester United. Look at this game, big one.
A very big game, but Newcastle, the kind of form they are now, it will be difficult for Everton to deal with them. But Everton, they're fighting relegation now, so I think they want to use everything they have. And even though it's a draw, they get. And Newcastle, you want to be comfortable at the top 4 so that they can go for Champions League. So it's going to be a tough one. Southampton, Bayern Munich, both teams are really struggling actually now. So, but I think Southampton need the winning more than Bournemouth. Then Tottenham, Hotspur and Manchester United. Tottenham has been since Antonio Conte departed from Tottenham, it's really helped for them. Just during the weekend, they lost 6-1 to Newcastle, where they scored them 5 goals within 21 minutes. So I think they want to bounce back from that. But Manchester United too, they want to go to Champions League also. So it's going to be a tough one. The match to watch is Tottenham, Manchester United, because Tottenham want to redeem themselves. The Manchester United want to go to Champions League. They want to seal their place there. So it's going to be a tough one.
A tough one is going to be for Tottenham Hotspur against Manchester United. Who is going to win this battle? Everton, Newcastle, another big match, because Everton right now, they just have to up their game if they are to remain in the Premier League. Southampton, another one there. Nigerians like not forgetting Joe Aribo and also Paul Onuachu. They just have to get their acts together if they are to get out of that relegation threatening particular position they are standing right now in the Premier League. Now we move away from matches in the Premier League. Let's look quickly at the Spanish La Liga. Fixtures will also be coming on Valencia at the Mestalla Stadium against Real Valladolid. Espanyol play away to Villarreal, and you look at Bilbao Atletico there against Sevilla. Sevilla has really surprised everyone at the Europa right now. This season in the Europe, that's UEFA competition, but at home they've not been able to do so well. Can they turn the table tonight?
I doubt it, because Atletico Bilbao won't take like them. It seems they are focused. Valencia is more focused on the Europa.
No, Sevilla.
Sevilla, I mean, Sevilla is more focused on Europa than Atletico Bilbao. Because it's like, I was saying it was like, why should you be at this bottom of the bar? In Europa, you are dealing with Manchester United front and back. What's the problem? So I think they are focused that, okay, even though we lose the league, or we don't perform well, at least we should have a trophy at the international stage. So I think Atletico Bilbao will deal with them, bro. Then Villarreal, Espanyol. Oh, I'm going for Villarreal because of my brother there, Samuel Chukwueze.
Well, Chukwueze really did well against Real Madrid last time they met. And really, you look at Sevilla, seems to be having the same style of performance like Real Madrid are doing. Real Madrid are really focusing in Europe, trying to see how they can better their lot in the UEFA Champions. Although they are the kings, they can't take it away, 14 times winner. Yeah. But at home, they are really suffering. In fact, far behind, talking about Barcelona. You can at least count more than at least 11 points. Yes. Between the two.
The match they lost against Girona, I was like, a guy scored 4 goals, and when I checked the stats, the guy only had 6. It seems he had 6 attempts.
He was able to at least
6 attempts with 4 goals. But a friend of mine said the guy, he was always there to score goals. That was what he said.
And you look at, from the way it is, although Barcelona also lost their game, but at least they've done the business even before. That's why it's always good to make it while the sun shine. But right now, they are ahead of Real Madrid big time.
That was what Arsenal was supposed to do. At least you win all those draw, the games you were just playing
draw, and now
why not just give, if they lost, if they had like 8 or 9 points ahead of Manchester City. Yesterday game they won't be tensed, because you could see from the players yesterday they were scared. They could not play the way they're supposed to.
They play.
And even Arteta was surprised. Like, Saka is tired. Why not just keep him on the bench and probably bring him at the second half? But you keep using Saka, what's his name, Martinelli too. In fact, it got to the stage, my friend was like, is Martinelli in this match? I said, he's there. Because they just keep using Saka. And Saka, you know, is a threat to people, and they've known him. They ought
to have done the business before now.
Yes.
Now this game will have been like, okay, whatever it is, we are still leading you guys by 8 points, 9 points.
Yes, but now, Manchester City, do you think they will lose?
They have those 2 matches. They will do everything possible.
And now Arsenal is playing Chelsea. The next match is Chelsea. People are saying, even when I say Chelsea, Chelsea, they are a very stupid team. Probably at the end of the when they will play the match, you might just see them.
And also your co-fans will not get angry for saying that to your club. Although I didn't say that, you said it. You also have to apologize to your fans.
No, they know we are actually in the face.
Apologize to your fans for saying that.
We are in the face, friendly.
You better do that.
Okay, well, we are sorry.
Anyway, not to take anyway from that, not to use any word against any club, at least even though we are talking sport, we always want to balance it up. But right now, I've been talking about matches that will be coming up, both in Premier League and also Spanish La Liga fixtures. There games will be on tonight, and we'll wait to see who will be winning there. Not forgetting the fact that we've talked about the MPFL earlier on, what athletics, and not forgetting the NFF extending invitations to 12 foreign-based players to come and participate at this World Cup that they'll be going to. Right now, they have their pre-camp and the pre-World Cup camp, and at least from the way it is, the players are battle ready. Before we go, let's run through some 4 stories that I'll be giving you in the world of transfer. We have a former Flying Eagles player, Ibrahim Aliyu, joins Houston Dynamo FC in a 3-year deal from Lokomotiv Zagreb from Croatia. There he's moving away from Croatia to USA, that is the MLS, Major League Soccer. And right now, Ibrahim Aliyu has moved straight to join Houston Dynamo in a 3-year deal. That's a good one.
Very nice. Yeah, it's a very good one. And still, he's a very young and fantastic player. So it's a good deal. But I prefer if have come to a place where
they will still come.
Probably England or Spain.
But at times, it's not every time you just move to England. We've seen players that move to England like that and things didn't work out.
Exactly.
So it's better to move to where you have that playing time. And we've seen players from MLS coming to Europe, top teams, so perform, and they did well. I won't forget, Alphonso Davies is a Canadian, and look at what he's doing in Bayern. So a lot of them like that are okay. They came from, think of football. You see a Canadian playing in Bayern Munich, but it means there must be something special about him.
Yeah, you can have the likes of this guy, Dempsey, that played for.
Look at Dempsey.
He played for Tottenham, yes. Then Fulham also
from USA.
Yeah, from USA, and former Everton keeper also Howard. These are very fantastic players too.
And look at this Barcelona player. The name just escaped my mind now. He plays for Barcelona, and at least from the same USA too.
Yes, sir.
So it doesn't matter if they go to MLS. What matters most is you have playing time and your delivery. Can you deliver if they give you the chance?
Yes.
So from America or Canada, if you are good enough, after all, Idor Gudjonsi came from Iceland. Yes, Iceland. They are small nation.
Yeah, them with the thunderclap at the World Cup. I remember them.
Look at Georgia right now. The player that is actually playing alongside our own Victor Osimhen in Napoli right now. They are about winning Napoli, the Scudetto. That's Kvaratskhelia right now. He's doing so well. He's from Georgia. And if you think of football, Georgia,
he's doing well. Yes. And before he even left, it seems he was even playing in the Georgia club. Before he left Georgia nobody heard of him. But when he immediately stepped himself to Barcelona, he proved himself, and you can tell everybody. I'm sure, giving that guy, the likes of him and Osimhen, give them 2 more years or a year now, they will live in Napoli, and that's sure.
from the way it is right now. So let's see what will be happening concerning Ibrahim Aliyu joining Houston Dynamo there right now from Lokomotiv Zagreb from Croatia. Congrats to the Nigerian. We wish him the best and hopefully to see him in a bigger club there. Now let's talk about more. Arsenal, Tottenham Hotspur and Newcastle are keen on Barcelona's forward Rafinha. Rafinha moved to Barcelona has not been too smooth, and right now it's possible that Tottenham, Arsenal and Newcastle are gunning for him.
If you were to tell me, I'm happy because Chelsea wanted signing him. He said no, he wants to play for Barcelona. And no, Barcelona, I don't know this relationship or the love Barcelona players have for Barcelona players have for Barcelona players have for Barcelona. You see, they have Coutinho, they have Ronaldinho, they all want to play. Neymar, it seems they have the love for Barcelona, but it seems it's not going down well for him there in Spain. But are you sure him that he's going to do well in Arsenal or Tottenham or Newcastle? But for me, if I were to be Rafinha, I would rather go to Arsenal or Newcastle because those clubs have potentials of they have that zeal of at least winning something. Unlike Tottenham, that they just want to be there in the league without doing anything.
Well, really, we've been talking about Rafinha there from Barcelona, Arsenal, Tottenham Hotspur and Newcastle are keen on this forward. And let's look at this back-to-back. AC Milan's forward Rafael Leao reject offers to join Real Madrid or Chelsea. The Los Merengues and the Blues are really trying to get the AC Milan forward Rafael Leao, but seems the Brazilian is enjoying his time. Okay, he's really enjoying his time over there at AC Milan.
Yeah, it's really good.
The Portuguese anyway.
Yeah, but I want him to he should not just rush from AC Milan. I should just take his time. Then probably after like 2 or 2 seasons, like you said, some people they move to bigger teams and they don't perform. So why not be
AC Milan is equally very
big team. They are big,
the Champions League.
And they're still at the Champions League. Who knows? Someone say a miracle will happen. They might win the Champions League, but who knows?
But really, AC Milan, you can't take it away from them. A big team any day, any time. Just that one way or the other, Italians, they are really a bit dropped, you know.
Yes.
If you think of football before you mention Real, Barcelona, AC Milan will come to mind. The Rossoneri are really dominated football when it comes to European football and also in Italian Serie A. Now, we take the last one that has to do with MLS Commissioner Don Garba says it will take a clever league-wide effort to get Lionel Messi to join them over there at the MLS. Would that happen? But really, they want him to come like Inter Miami, the team owned by David Beckham, really wants him there. But from the way it is, will he be able to happen because Barcelona too wants Messi back?
It depends on his own option because now he is 35 now and he has won everything he wants in his life. So does he want to play for fun or he wants to play for money? Now, Saudi Arabia, a team from Saudi Arabia also wanted him to join them in Saudi Arabia. Now, US, they're calling him. So it depends on him now. What does he want to do? Where does he want to go? He should just go play retirement football for me.
You should go to Saudi Arabia?
No, US, you can't play retirement football.
And what about Saudi Arabia? They too want him there?
No, Messi is a kind of, the Europe kind of guy. So I think he wants to go to...
Oh my goodness.
to US.
That'll be it on Sport Updates on Trust TV with Samson. Good to have you on the show.
The pleasure is mine.
Adeni Ajishafe. Sport is always business and fitness. Thanks for watching.